Everyone, welcome to Business Statistics class. So in the previous video we had seen what is arithmetic mean and how to calculate arithmetic mean for given ungroup data or discrete data and for continuous data. So in today's class we'll see the next measure of central tendency, that is median. Median of set of values is the middlemost value when they are arranged in an array. So here an array is an arrangement of data either in an ascending order or in descending order. So median is nothing but it is the middlemost value and it divides the given data into two equal parts. So median value, it is greater than the half of the values and lesser than the remaining half, and median is denoted by capital M. So now let's see what are the formulas for calculating median. So in case of raw data or ungrouped data, and also in the case of discrete frequency distribution or data, the calculation of median is same. That is, the formula is same for both ungrouped and for discrete data. And the formula is capital M, that is median, is equal to n plus 1 upon tooth value in the array series. That is, the given data you have to arrange in an ascending order, and then you have to find out the n plus 1th value in the arrayed series, and that would be your median value. So this is the same for discrete data also. And in case of continuous frequency distribution, the formula for median is L plus n upon 2 minus m into c whole divided by f. So here the L is the lower limit of the median class, c is the width of the median class, f is the frequency of the median class, and m is less than cumulative frequency up to L, or cumulative frequency corresponding to the class preceding the median class, and capital N is the total frequency, and median class is the class which contains the median. So we'll understand this whenever we are solving the problems, that is what is M, F, C, all these values. So now let's see the calculation of median for ungrouped data. The first question is, find the median for the following data, and the data is 10, 5, 8, 12, 22, 20 and 25. So here you can see the given data is a raw data. So the first step would be you have to arrange the data. So here the first least value is 5 and the highest value is 25. So we have arranged the data in an ascending order, and then here small n is 7, that is number of values. So there are 7 values. So using the median formula, that is 7 plus 1 upon 2, that is 8 upon 2 is 4. Therefore the median would be 4th value in the array. So here median is not 4, but median is the 4th value in the array. That is, go to array and check what is the 4th value. So here the 4th value is 12. So 12 is nothing but your median for the given data, and you can see there are 3 values in the lower half and 3 values in the upper half, and 12 is in the middle. So it divides a data into 2 equal parts. So that is the meaning of median. That is, it is the middlemost value. So here 12 is your median. So let me revise. So for the given raw data you have to arrange it in an array, and then using the formula we can find out the median. So let's see another example. The following are the marks scored by 8 students in an examination. Find the median mark. So here the marks are given, that is 86, 98, 43, 34, 65, 68, 80 and 84. So even this data is in the raw form, it has to be arranged. So the array, we have arranged the data, and in the question itself it is given that the marks of 8 students is given, so small n is 8, or here there are 8 values, therefore small n is 8. And then using the formula, capital M is equal to n plus 1 upon 2, that is 9 upon 2 is 4.5. Therefore the median value would be 4.5th value in an array. So 4.5th value in an array, that is you have to calculate the value which is between the 4th value and the 5th value. So to get the 4.5th value, the formula is 4th value plus 0.5, and we know that the value lies between 5th and 4th, so you have to subtract the 5th value minus 4th value, and whatever decimal is over here you have to write it over here. So this is a simple formula. Or the other way to find it out is add 4th and 5th value and divide it by 2. So you will get 4.5th value. So here the 4th value is 68 and 5th value is 80 in an arrayed data. You shouldn't check it in the raw data. You have to check the values which has been arranged in an order. So 68 plus 0.5 into 80 minus 68, so you'll get the median as 74. So suppose here it was 4.25 or 75. So here in this place this decimal should have been written. So this is how you calculate median for an ungrouped data. So now let's see in case of discrete case. The first question is, the following data relates to the number of apples per box in 100 boxes. Find the median. So here a table is given which represents number of apples per box. So you can see the data is already arranged, that is 120, 121 up to 128, and number of boxes is its corresponding frequency. So since the data is already arranged, the first step would be to find out the LCF. So we had seen in the frequency distribution class, that is how to calculate less than cumulative frequency. So I'll just quickly revise. So frequency will be given. The first step would be the frequency of the first will be written as it is, and then 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 7 is 13, and you have to keep on adding the succeeding frequency to the obtained LCF, and also the total number of frequency will be equal to the last value of the LCF. So here capital N is 100. So this is your capital N. So after arranging the data, calculate the less than cumulative frequency, and the formula is M is equal to capital N plus 1 upon 2th value. So in case of in case of raw data it was small n, and in case of discrete it is capital N, that is total number of frequencies. So here capital N is 100, so 101 upon 2 is 50.5. So 50.5 is the value that lies between 50th value and 51st value. So just like in discrete case we had seen how to calculate, so we'll get it at 50th value plus 0.5 into 51st value minus 50th value. So here, in case of discrete data, how to get the 50th value is go to LCF and check for the value 50. So here you can't see the value 50 in LCF. So check for the value that is just greater than 50. So that is 70. And check the corresponding value for 70, which is nothing but for 70 it is 125. So the value for 50th and 51st is nothing but 125. So this is how you have to check the values in less than cumulative frequency. Check for the value that is equal or just greater than. So we got 125. So 125 plus 0.5 into 0. Therefore, the median value is 125. So now let's see another example. So the second example is calculate median for the following data. So here the x is 10, 12, 5, 20, 25 and 30 and corresponding frequencies are given. So here in this data you can see the data is not arranged. So the first step would be you have to arrange the data, that is 5 is the least value and write down its corresponding frequency, that is 6. You should also include its corresponding frequency. Don't just write 5 and 7, 9, 6, 4 in the sequence. So you have to write the value along with its frequency. Similarly, the next data would be 10 and 7. So you have to arrange the data. So after you're done with arranging the data, the next step would be calculating the LCF. So calculate LCF and verify if both the values are same. If it is not same, then you have somewhere went wrong in calculating the less than cumulative frequency value. So here, after calculating LCF, and we'll get to know what is the capital N value. So here N is 38. So let's substitute it in the formula. That is capital M is N plus 1 upon 2 value. So N plus 1 will get it as 39. So 39 divided by 2 is 19.5. So after solving, so you'll get it as 19th value plus 0.5 into 20th value minus 19th value. So let's check in the LCF what is the 19th and 20th value. So there is no 19 in LCF. So just greater than 19 is 22. So the corresponding value to 22 is 12. Therefore, the 19th and 20th value is 12, and after substituting you'll get the median as 12. Therefore, for the given data, the median that is calculated is 12. So if the data is not arranged, the first step would be you have to arrange the data and then find out the LCF, calculate the value of median and check the value in the LCF, and the corresponding value would be your median value. So now we have seen ungrouped data and discrete data and how to calculate the median. Now let's see how to calculate median for the continuous case. The question is, for the following distribution, find the median. So here the percentage marks, the class interval starts from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, up to 60 to 70. And the number of students are 4, 9. So this means there are 4 students who have got their marks between 0 to 10 and 9 students who have got their marks between 10 to 20 and so on. And the number of students that's already given, that is n is 80. So in case of continuous distribution, the class intervals and the frequencies will be given. You have to calculate LCF. So calculating LCF is your first step, and the n value is 80. The next step would be you have to obtain the median class. So remember, for median class, the formula is capital N upon 2. This is not the value of the median. This is the value of the median class. Median class is nothing but the class interval where the median lies. So don't get confused between the discrete case and for the continuous case. In continuous case, the first step would be find out the LCF and find out the median class, and then you have to find out the values of LCF, M and all, and then you have to substitute it in the formula. So here n is 80, so n by 2 is 40. So to get the median class, check in the LCF table for the value that is greater or equal to 40. So that is nothing but 52. So the corresponding class interval will be your median class. So here the median class corresponding to the LCF 52 is 30 to 40. Therefore 30 to 40 class interval is your median class. So how to find out median class is find out n by 2th value, that is 40 over here. Go to LCF table, check for the value that is equal to or just greater than 40, which is 52 in this case. So the value corresponding to 52, that is class interval, it is 30 to 40. So 30 to 40 is your median class. So once you get the median class, let's find out each term. So in the formula we have L plus n upon 2 minus f into c whole divided by f. So let's see what is L. We know that L is the lower limit of the median class. So here the lower limit, this is the median class, and the lower limit is 30. Therefore your L value is 30. And next, C is the width of the median class. So we know that calculating width is upper limit minus lower limit, that is 40 minus 30 is 10. So you got C and L values. Then F is nothing but the frequency corresponding to the median class, which is 20. And capital M is nothing but the value that has to be checked in the LCF. Okay, to find out M, this is your median class. M is nothing but the value preceding the LCF value of the median class. So here the value which is previous to the median class is 32. Therefore your small m is 32. And we know that capital N is 80. Substitute all these formulas, all these values in your formula. L is the lower limit, which is 30. C is the width, that is 10. F is the frequency corresponding to, and M is the cumulative frequency of the class which precedes the median class. So that is the value that precedes the median class, and the cumulative frequency would be M. So let's substitute, that is 30 plus 40 minus 32. 40 is nothing but n upon 2, that is 80 upon 2 is 40, and M is 32. C is 10 whole divided by 20. So after simplifying this term in the numerator part and adding it to the L, you'll get the final answer as 34. So the median for the following data is 34%, which is written as median is 34 percentage marks. So this is how you calculate median in case of continuous data. The first step would be find out the LCF and then find out the median class. Once you get to know what is the median class, you will get to know the values of L and the width, frequency and small m value, and then substitute these values in the formula, simplify, and you will get the median value. So this is all about median. In the next class, we'll study the next measure of central tendency, that is mode. I hope you guys are understanding, and that's it for today's class. Thank you.